Hello everyone, this is part number 6 of our retaliation journey. We're gonna finish the vanilla game today. Our build at the moment performs very well, apart from the fact I need some spirit, so I can get rid of the equilibrium relic. Also, I think my weapon is paid off already.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I'm not ready to replace Warden's Fortress, but this is a very good option. Comes with tons flat physical retaliation and a nice proc as well.
See you around.
Keep that in mind if your Warden shield is better than mine. I'm gonna make quick tour around the vendors.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Iron well spent.
Okay. Let's see
I'll give you
our
a good
friend.
price on what I've got left.
Actually, two very good ointments, Flame Drinker and Spirit Bane.
Iron well spent.
I think we can proceed forward the campaign. Nothing special around this area. It's crowded with beasts, actually very tanky ones. And this is a random encounter. This is about few people that travel south. Not very interesting story, but there is a guaranteed spawn of a ethereal hero, this one over here. He spawns either at this camp or the first one. This is Childred. It's a nice chunk of experience and a dead's vigil reputation. Sometimes he spawns here as well. There is a savage totem all the time. That's funny. Savage totem drops savage relic. But this is a pet stuff. Okay, another points, and at this point I want to max out this aura. Comes with tons physical retaliation and a lot of energy regeneration as well. That's what we're gonna do for the next 4 levels or so. This rift is very important. Goes a little bit forward is the third part of the hidden path quest. It's funny how I didn't find any good weapon for the past 28 levels. 18, sorry. So, exactly here, there is a hidden path over here. And there is the same stone, like this one at Broken Hills. And this is the third boss. Also here is a hidden area that involves one of the so-called world bosses in this game. Actually the most rippy one from the vanilla game, the first 4 attacks. I'm gonna show you that boss. I'm not sure if I'm gonna fight him. It's actually at this point we finished the first part of the quest and we got our attribute point. So here is a little stone. When you click it, you enter a spider lair, and there is another spider, that's the Mad Queen. This is a pretty deadly boss. This is her mechanic, this aura. You don't want to fight her under his aura. You're gonna get one shot. She is very tanky as well. I'm gonna put debuff on her. This is the moment you kite, definitely. I'm just gonna show you the battle. I hope she don't kill me. You don't want to use so much AoE skills that trigger her aura. This is another very important tip. At the moment she starts screaming, you don't want to be nearby. You think it's doing good, but you can get from 7,000 to 0 in no time. Keep that in mind. She drops the slicers as well, but at ultimate she has her own MI, which is actually a legendary item. But I don't recommend fight her. I do it just for the showcase. I'm very familiar with the fight, that's why I survived. But if you are new to the game, there is a very high chance you get one shot. This is a second totem. This one is pretty good for farming because it has really close tree spawn locations next to the rift. There is a guaranteed boss, chill main boss. He's a cold base, he's very big, you can't miss it. But he has different spawn locations, nothing special around him, just another encounter. If you like experience and some homestead reputation. There is a very good spot here, that's Tomb of Korvac. You can farm Chthonic seals. This tomb is full of cultists. I'll come back here later. For now I'm stick to the objectives. Okay, we arrive at Fort Ilkon. I'm gonna drop my rift here because I have to backtrack. This is where I have to search for the sacred ash that kills some Cayman chosen members. It's very important to leave your portal there because otherwise you have to backtrack a lot. Even if you go for the quest straight away, you have to backtrack again. It's kinda annoying. Archmages very annoying. They use mirror straight away. Here is a few notes.
Good. You've been precise.
We're gonna grab this quest, this one as well, but I'm gonna sell my stuff.
See you around.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
This vendor, he sells a lot of basically transmogs. There is a transmog system in Grimdown, similar to World of Warcraft one. You can change your appearance, because as you can see, my items completely different. You can build for yourself something much more pleasant to the eye. I'm not gonna waste time to do it. Why I do this quest here? First, it's a very good way to proceed your infamy levels if you plan to farm Iron Maiden later on. And also there is a devotion shrine here on the second level. And I need to take my Targu the Builder as soon as possible, so I can pick some utility devotions like Harvest Site, because I have some energy problems. There is a secret and a not so good chest, but still extra bits. We're looking for that kind of stuff. There is a totem spawn here as well. Is a forsaken one. Can't be on this level or the second level. This tomb basically is a battlefield. As you can see, another secret door. Chest inside is completely trash. And here is the secret level. You look for a loose torch when you click it. Sometimes you have to change the angle. It's a little bit scuffed. Usually you have to click it on a side. But I'm gonna first deal with the boss. This boss always carry his MI, so you have to be extremely careful. It's a fire-based, basically old keeper. There is a several chests, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. Bad luck on my side this time. This hammer is a very good weapon if you want to play around Guardians of Empyrean. And actually Guardians of Empyrean, they get a huge buff this patch. They are much faster. And probably this is a thing that we can test in a different playthrough, because I'm curious how they perform now. The next boss is actually can be pretty rippy. It's Nakratan. He spawns meteor shower as well. This one. You don't want to get hit by several of those. So I'm gonna reposition a little bit. I don't like surprises. I'm pretty sure I can face tank it, but I prefer not to risk. I'm gonna grab the next quest from our friends. That's why I usually don't pick the Dead's video. It's too far away from the Rift quest lines. You have to trigger almost every quest. But still their quest line is much more interesting than the Kaiman Chosen. The next quest gonna open at respected level. For now we are done. We got another pair of this. We desperately need a new weapon. Okay, and continue the main storyline. The story around Fort Ilkon, basically one of the commanders get corrupted and stole all the explosives. And our mission is to take him down and recover the supplies. Prison is a very good farming spot. It's a short, but the density is very good. If you want to farm that's video reputation and infamy with the ethereals, this is a good spot. And of course there is a boss at the end. I'm gonna dump some spirit so I can change my relic finally. This chest over here is the side quest. Usually it's marked on the map. You can't miss it. There is a secret door here. And you can fight these guys. Nothing special to chests, but still I need all the money that I can get, because the personal mod that I play for myself, I love to play on a fresh save. It's how I feel the build much better and actually progressing. Every single games of this type usually I play this way. I don't like transfer items. Of course when I play the League I play differently, but League is all about racing and take a good position. After all, is a seasonal content, so I can't spend 30 hours on every single character. But off season I always play like this. This is Lucius. He's a full ethereal battle, some physical as well. He spawns these missiles, he can reposition, and this is kinda Ignafar type of spell, and this is Trozan Sky Shard. This is his Thunder mechanic. If you have capped ethereal resistance, it's gonna be an easy fight for you. You just have to avoid the Trozans. There is a treasure room, not so good one, but still extra bits. We're gonna dump Presence of Virtue. We're gonna destroy the barricades. And this is one of the most dangerous areas in the game. This is Plains of Strife. So you can see this, that's actually mines. A lot of players not aware, even there we have a case at the league that a guy post a message in the chat. How I die, I just walk in. This is how you die. If you get hit by multiple of those, it's a death warrant. Careful. They are visible, so you can strafe around them. You don't have to pick every single mine in Plains of Strife. For example, this is very deadly. You can take massive damage, but my build is very optimized at this point. But if you are completely new to the game, you can definitely die here. Especially when you take some other source of damage. At this point I can backtrack to Fort Ilkon, deal with the quests.
Good work, weekend.
Bringing back this quest comes with some negative homestead reputation, because usually these supplies was planned to be bring there, but the Legion got surrounded, so they decide to keep these supplies for themselves. That's the story around this quest, but I prefer to finish it. That's another extra inventory bug.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Stone Height of Fortitude. I still think mine's better, but this is a very good one. I'm gonna keep it just in case. Mighty of Readiness. Let's... Now, actually pretty bad roll, so I'm gonna sold it out. This one, Devastating of Ruin. This is a better roll, but very bad roll on the resistances, so I'm gonna sell as well.
Put it to good use.
And after you finish the first two quests, Captain Reef gonna give you another one. And prison's gonna unlock for you. And this is another faction. This is the Outcast. Basically this is Anasteria is a ethereal. She possessed this vessel, but she turned against her own faction, so she tries to fight for the humans. But honestly, this is the worst faction in the game. I'm gonna explain why. First, the quest line is pretty annoying. She's gonna send you all around the world hunt for materials, but the place is so annoying. Second, first quest requires a rare material, which I don't like. I don't like to spend my rare materials. On top of that, you don't receive anything at friendly, respected, and honored. You have only, actually you receive this at honored, and this is the basically the reward. But honestly, augments of this faction is pretty bad. For example, you have better one at the Forgotten God expansions. You have 15. This is basically a scam. This one as well, it's pretty bad. And this is no comment as well. Items not very good. Some caster builds can stick with it, but honestly, most of the time I prefer to take extra Black Legion reputation. So I'm gonna definitely kill her. She is very rippy, you have to be extremely careful. She uses a lot of floor skills, and on top of that she casts devastation very frequently. She kills me once or twice when I was not very well prepared. She drops always pants, not very good one. But one kill of her is a 150 reputation. She's kind of... That's double for a boss. Usually most bosses they give 75. And that's gonna give you 1000, which is... I desperately need a Black Legion reputation, and gonna open an extra slot because I need some of the items, and I need Arcane Spark is a very good one, but the most important thing, I need Fortitude for my future crafts.
Put it to good use.
Come see what's left of my wares.
That's why usually I never stick with the outcasts. I have to be some sort of either ethereal caster type of build. He has some nice stuff, but apart from that, is a very bad faction. I hope they gonna rework it soon, because what's the point to have a faction and you can't buy anything at friendly and respected level? It's definitely a scam. So this tomb is the best place to start early Tonic Seal farming. Actually I need 4, so I can craft for myself a sanctified bone. This is a very good component. So I'm here anyways, so I'm gonna clear. We have a bonus totem. You can restart several times if you need tonic seals. I'm not gonna farm hit this For now, Sanctified Bone is not so mandatory at the moment. Even with such a bad chaos resistance, I managed to survive. Probably before Lochhoron I'm gonna okay.
See what's left of my wares.
We definitely need fortitude, plating, Oleron's blood, and Arcane Spark.
Put it to good use.
I'm gonna dump everything in the presence.
Got any more scrap metal?
This is a very good one for early on, but I think I will scale this. So I'm gonna put fervor again. Yeah, I can now. I managed to reach a good spirit.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. See you around.
Can proceed. Pick up some devotions. I'm gonna use one here, one here. Usually at Necropolis I stick to the east part. There is a tomb that I want to find, and as well there is some crystals here and there. At this point I have the whole Explorer set. If you need something to equip when you bring back your quests, this is a very good option. I don't do it usually because I found the difference very minimal. We are one Chthonic Seal short to craft our Sanctified Bone. We're gonna finish our Targo at this point. This is gonna be a very good power spike for us. you can check your devotion. Never put it so brainlessly on some skill. Usually, as you can see, this devotion have a like a 3 seconds uptime, so it's active for 5, but the cooldown is 8. So I don't want to put that on a normal attack skill and waste the proc. I'm gonna use Blitz, and so I know when I Blitz, every time that I engage, I'm gonna have this buff on top of me, which is very important, because it's gonna boost my armor level and my retaliation damage. As you can see, when I engage, I'm gonna have it. Is this purple shields around me. This gives me better control over one of my most important defensives.
Took you long enough. The cultist, it appears that the...
I'm gonna slow down a little bit because I get respected with that video. I want to bring Malkadar back to life. So Keeper of Tomes is gonna open the door for me, and I'm gonna perform a ritual. We're gonna fight a couple of undeads. Be sure you take down first the healers. Here is the boss. That's Noveria Stormfire. She's a cold based. This field is her Thunder mechanic. Here is our friend Malkadar. He's back to life. And the next quest, it's unlocked when you get honored with them. Okay. We have a tasks from after you bring him back to life, he's gonna appear next to Ulgrim. As you can see, we are walking tank now. This is a one-shot chest. I did a very rocky mistake. I overwrite my portal. So I have to backtrack to the tomb. Which is very unfortunate. But it's time to grab some utility devotion because my energy regeneration is pretty bad. So time to backtrack. A walk of shame. That's why it's very important to manage your portals properly. Not like me today. It's not big deal, it's just a minute or two, but still I hate to do it. Especially when there is no mobs on the way. So that's a creep. The main thing when I'm here is there is a devotion point. Some undeads to kill, which is never bad. Usually rovers is not my priority for this build because I don't need their gloves, but for most builds their gloves are best in slot for leveling. Our retaliation damage start to pick up. We're doing it very well. We just walk in and everything dies. Also our damage mitigation is on a top level as well. This is Plagius. He's not so rippy. They boost drops from bosses in the current patches, which makes even tempting to come here and kill him. In the previous patches usually I just keep him. I hit the devotion and immediately teleport. At this point we start to pick up. Our engine energy is in a little bit better shape. There is a guaranteed boss here, but he spawns in a different locations. Also there is a devotion shrine. This is the moment when our energy is much better, when you get the second node of the site. I'm gonna pop up some defensives because my chaos resistance is pretty bad. I didn't manage to find enough tonic seals. This is a best in slot boots for leveling when you level a blitzer. But for me this is just a kinda secondary skill. My main skill is a counter strike. This is the boss. He's gonna take tons of retaliation. We managed to find a fourth tonic seal, so I'm gonna craft my sanctified bone. So I'm gonna fix my chaos resistance.
Got any more scrap metal?
We need 4 salt. This is a very expensive craft, but totally worth it. It comes with vitality, chaos resistant, bonus damage to undead and bonus damage to tonics. Definitely worth it. Now I'm gonna swap my
Tinkering is my specialty.
So I'm gonna put my scaled hide on my shoulders and my sanctified bone on, and this is gonna bring me in a 50s. 50 is much better than 40 or 33 like I had before. This is another very good option. Combat Medic's Mark. If you don't have a good medal, but mine is pretty good. But keep that in mind, that this proc is gonna scale with you because it's a 5% of your total health. Not bad at all. Comes with very useful stuff as well. Unfortunately, not good resistances, but is an option.
Put it to good use.
Another gentle reminder to play around your stash, so I'm gonna...
Got some.
Usually I don't plan to die, but just a reminder to you. Put your materials. And we can face the last boss of the original game. This is best in slot. If you level soldier, this item is ridiculous. It's absolutely overpowered. Not this searing prefix is very bad, but if you roll two physical ones or of celerity, this make your life as a soldier so easy. Force wave damage is gonna hit the roof. At this point, if your elemental rests very good, like mine, you can swap your ward stone for a black tallow to fix your chaos resistance even more. That's gonna give you less damage from catonics as well, which is a very good option for this part of the game. Probably we're gonna do that before the boss fight, because at this point second war stone is not necessary. So it doesn't matter which faction you pick. That's Vigil or Kaiman Chosen. They are the guys that sells black tallow. Be sure you don't override your rift like me. So that's it. We can take blessed steel as well. We have enough money. Haunted steel, whetstone. Apart from that, nothing interesting for us. I have to be sure I'm gonna use the rift, not just teleport to Devil's Crossing. That's gonna override my current portal. This is very important. When you have a portal outside, be sure you use the rift. Don't hit the map and press another rift. That's gonna override. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're gonna do that in the next episode. I don't have enough seal of bindings, and already this episode going too long. I think I'm gonna be fine at this point. Lock Horan is a very easy battle. For a last boss from the main storyline is a absolutely joke. They buff him slightly, but still nothing special. Honestly, the guy before him is much more deadlier. This guy. Loot Lord Talonis. He's behind the Lochhoron summoning. He trapped people in this room. Ulgrim gonna help us. Centuries ago he stopped the first Lochhoron summoning. At this point Lochhoron can summon Ulgrim. And send and basically banish him in one of the realms. Spoiler alert, Ulgrim is still alive. This is the Thunder mechanic. You don't want to get hit by several of those. Lochhoron is a kinda slow battle. Not so deadly, but just slow and annoying. Especially for my build. It's very easy to dodge purple balls. That's it. He's gonna drop his shoulders, which is they are best in slot for few builds. If you play Doombolt and if you play Albrecht Ether Ray, and they are not so good for Flames of Ignafar, but still an option. We pick up some good stuff. This is a very good chaos resistance option, but this is best in slot for me because 3-2 counter strike and old retaliation damage, but keep in mind Fanatic Overcoat is a nice optional armor if your chaos resistance very bad. I don't play veteran, so 50 at this point on a tank build is steady enough.
You've returned, and so I greet.
And this is the end of the main game. This is the second cinematic. There is just 2. You can watch it if you want. I watched it several times.
I struggle to admit that. You see, the Luminari have long.
Excuse me, my father and I were...
And with this one, this episode finished. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.